Alright guys, welcome back and happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, and it's Friday. It's the end of another week, so we will pick up our weekly segment. This will be the second episode of the Friday Farm Toy of the Week, or Friday Farm Toy. Whatever sounds best. I'll let you guys pick what I should call the series, but anyway, the second farm toy here in the series. We're gonna scale down. My last one was the 1/12 scale Precision Series Farmall H. This is a 1/64 scale, and this is a kind of a specialty one. It's not a typical 1/64 scale. This is one of Ertl's Authentics series that they made. This one is number 7, and I don't even know what all the other numbers are in their series. I'm not too familiar. I don't know. I had bought this one because it was red and it is a Magnum. So what I have here, I have a Magnum, Case IH Magnum 7250 tractor. It's an Ertl product, 1/64 scale, die cast metal. So it comes in this, it's a pretty nice box that they have it in, just because these cost a little bit more. As far as the your typical 1/64 scale, a lot of guys collect them because they're a lot cheaper, and a lot of times they came in sets, so you got a whole bunch of them. This one here, it sells by itself, and it is a an Authentics, and I'm going to take it out of the box here and set it on the table. I've already unboxed it and untied it. If you buy it, it will have some of the features displayed. So let me get it out of the box and I'll show you some of the features that this Case International Magnum 7250 tractor has. Alright guys, I'm hoping this video works out good. I had to turn on some auxiliary lighting here. Anyway, this is the 7250 out of the box. Well, anytime I unbox these products, I try to be very careful to save all the original packing. And I'll basically, if I store it on a shelf, if I have the tractor on the shelf, I'll save the box. But I want to be able to put it back in the original box in case I ever decide to sell this stuff someday. So a little bit of background here on the 7250 tractor. They were made from 1994 all the way up until 96, so 3 years. 94, 95, 96. They're part of the 7200 series, which replaced the 7100 series, which was the Magnum's first appearance, of course. In 1996, if you wanted this tractor, you would have had to pay $112,000 for the real thing. So $112,000 in 1996, that was a pretty significant investment for any farm. So it makes buying the toy a lot easier of a purchase than than buying the actual tractor. It had the 8.3 Cummins, 8.3 liter Cummins, turbocharged, and it had a tested PTO horsepower of 243 horsepower, which is a huge difference from this series to the original 7110 series Magnums, with basically the same cubic inch as far as I understand it. But anyway, I'm here to talk about the farm toy. This here, you'll see it's 4-wheel drive, of course. It has the front fenders, which is nice to see that on a 1/64 scale. You got the front fenders. Full set of weights on the front. So some of the features, the Authentic series, it's not quite a Precision series, but it does have some features that the normal series doesn't. On this one, the hood actually opens just a little bit. And I don't know if it's spring-loaded or what, but it doesn't stay up. So let me turn it around, show you the other side, and they did a good job. I've seen these engines time and time again working at the Case IH dealership. I've worked on these Magnum tractors, quite a bit of them. I've split them apart. I've done the power shifts on them. We have done many rear engine seals, exhaust manifold leaks. These engines I pretty well know, and I have to tell you, they did a good job with the detail, showing the 8.3 Cummins. A lot of front engine seals, rear engine seals with these engines. Has duals on the back, and the 3-point hitch, it goes up and down on this one. And I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if they had a problem with how it was made, but the one 3-point arm is higher than the other. So a little bit off there on the manufacturing, and it also has, I don't know if I can, it's kind of small in the 1/64 scale. It has a top link. The top link pin even moves on it. So, and of course you got your drawbar. They have the SMV sign on the back. So another feature that makes this kind of neat, being a small scale like this. Let's see if I can get it. The door actually opens on it. And if you buy this from Ertl, in the packaging they show the door being open. And let me switch to my right hand here. I'm right-handed. There we go. It's very delicate, this door. It's something you don't want to move too much, but you can see the door opens. So one of the other nice features is when you turn the front steering wheels, they actually have the steering wheel connected. So yeah, it's pretty good detail here on a 1/64 scale. Like I say, usually they're not this in depth. And see, it has the CNH industrial license product, Authentics number 7. So those are all the highlights and the features of this toy from Ertl. Really nice. I love the Magnums. Believe me, if I farmed more acres and did tillage, that would be something I would be trying to get. The MXs are nice, but these original Magnums from the 90s, I just love them. I have very few complaints about them and have worked on so many of them. I know these tractors pretty well. So one of the first jobs that I had as a young mechanic in the dealership with my employer at the time at the Case IH dealership, we actually did a power shift on a 7120. So what a great introduction to tractor mechanics. It took weeks. We had about 6 workbenches filled with parts from all the power shifts. It was a great perspective, great introduction to life as a mechanic. So yeah, this is the tractor. I'll do one more. One more view there. So yeah, it's nice that the hood opens, but it just doesn't stay up. It'd be nice if you could put it on the shelf with the hood up, but it doesn't. So so yeah, Ertl Authentics number 7 in the series. Definitely not a toy that you give to the kids to play in the sandbox with. They have cheaper toys to do that. So anyway, guys, happy Friday to you. Hope you enjoyed the second segment of Farm Toy Friday, or the Farm Toy of the Week. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. All right, guys, welcome back. I just want to welcome everybody here. It is Friday. It's the end of another work week for a lot of people. Today I had a lot of non-farm related things to do. I was busy most of the day. It's late afternoon here, and I'm not really sure what I want to start. Anyway, I'll give you the summary as far as from yesterday's video. I did finish top dressing the corn last night. It was pretty late. It was a long day yesterday. I think I started at 9 a.m. and it was well after dark until I got finished. So what I did when I was done, I did have some nitrogen left. I only had about 100 gallons left that I could get out of the tanks. I could probably get a little more out of the tanks, but I have to kind of tip them. So there's a little bit in there yet. But anyway, I took that 100-gallon and I pumped it into the sprayer, and it was after dark here with the tractor lights. I managed to change the sprayer boom back from the drop hoses back to the broadcast. So after I did that, I took the 100 gallons out up to the hay fields that I have off, and I did put some on the hay fields. I said it was supposed to rain yesterday. Well, it did, but it didn't until about 2 in the morning, I guess. So it was about 2 in the morning. We got a pretty good rain shower. But anyway, that should be good. The corn should be good now. All the nitrogen's on, and I am glad. I'm very glad that that job is done. It's been something that's been bothering me. I've been worried about it basically since the corn was planted, because it is time sensitive. And Jake Ziegler had said that if I had waited another week, I would have needed a high crop sprayer. And you hit the nail right on the head there. That was it. That was the highest corn I could get through. Like I said, I even had to ratchet strap or use the ratchet strap to jack up the boom, to get the boom up into the air higher, because the booms were breaking away from running through that corn. So that was at the limit. And I noticed what's interesting, the heat wave is over too, by the way. I'm going to try to keep this update as short as I can, but the heat wave is over. And despite how much I was sweating and how hot and just miserable those 100-degree days were making hay, I kept in the back of my mind that we were behind this year on heat units. Our heat units are way behind because it was a very cool, wet spring. So that heat wave has caught us up on our heat units anyway, our growing degree units, whatever you want to call them. So I didn't mind it. And that heat, and followed by all this constant hot weather and then a couple inches of rain, really pushed the crop. So anyway, what I'm getting at here, it's a real interesting thing. Last year my corn was planted the 17th of May. This year my corn was planted the 29th of May. So I don't know, 2 weeks, a week later. It's only 5 days later this year that I top dressed from last year. So I'm only 5 days later, and the corn was planted about a week's later. So anyway, I don't know if anybody found that interesting. I'm just going off here, but anyway, so I'm glad that job's done. I'm glad it's over with. It did rain. I had some questions from guys. Yes, I did put nitrogen stabilizer in with the liquid nitrogen. I was using some more of that Endzone Max. We're going to give that a try. Last year I didn't use any stabilizer, and this year I did. So a little bit of a change from last year. Trying to think what else. I had some questions from people. But anyway, that job is done. So I was going to mow some hay today. I still might. I have to see. We have like 6 days now, no rain. I might do that, but it might wait till tomorrow. But anyway, what I was getting at, I put that 100 gallons on the hay fields, so we'll see what happens there. And what I like to do when I'm done handling nitrogen is to flush out my pump, the hoses, and the sprayer all at one shot, just because I don't want that nitrogen sitting in that pump, and I don't want all the hoses getting all sticky with the residue. So what I did was I filled that 275-gallon tote that I have with water, and then I pumped it into the sprayer to flush out the pump, the hoses, and now I have water in the sprayer, and I need to go put some 2,4-D on these hay fields because I noticed a lot of weeds coming in them. So I was going to do that today. It's ready to go. All I have to do is mix the 2,4-D, but it is very windy today. So I don't think with the winds the way they're blowing and swirling around, we're going to do that. So anyway, guys, this might have been a little bit long-winded, but just to bring everybody up to date on where I am here, I just have 5 acres of hay to go, get some 2,4-D on these hay fields. Then we have a little bit of a break, and I'm looking forward to it. I still have 4 loads of hay to unload and about 200 bales laying in the barn floor to put away. I have to get that done before I'm ready to bale anymore, so we'll get to it. We're getting there. We're trying to keep moving here. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed the Farm Toy of the Week before this clip. I know I said 2 to 3 minutes maybe tops for the Farm Toy of the Week. It ended up being 8 minutes. It's hard for me to not be long-winded, I guess. So I don't think I could talk for 2 minutes on any one subject. So all right, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow, Saturday, and maybe we will cut some hay, see how it goes, see how the weather works, see how time goes. So thanks for watching.